I've always been a fan of the ALCO RS3. I love the way it looks. It's just a classically styled locomotive. It's beautiful. And the ALCO 244 diesel, I think it is. I love the way it sounds. It sounds like it's in real bad need of a tune-up. And from what I understand, some of those were even used in tugboats, but I'm not completely sure about that. Southern Pacific never had any RS3s. I called Bowser and I asked him if they had considered doing fantasy paint schemes, and they hadn't. And I asked him if they were going to do a cotton belt RS5, and they said they might. And that's, about all I got from them. So I figured if I was going to want an RS3 for a Southern Pacific layout, well, I was just going to have to paint my own. Now at this time, Bowser didn't offer an undecorated RS3. So what I did is I bought a Burlington Northern RS3. And the only reason I chose the Burlington Northern is I like the placement of the number boards. Otherwise, I could have chose any of them, but that's the reason for choosing the Burlington Northern. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get this out. I might run it for a little bit, but then it's going to be stripped and repainted. Before I get to taking it apart and stripping all the paint off, let me get it out of the box and we can take a look at it. And we're going to have to run it because we got to listen to that diesel. Just removing the box sleeve, this thing is absolutely gorgeous. I just love these things. They are so beautiful. Nothing against Burlington Northern. And I hate to strip the paint off of this because it's so beautifully done. But, I just need one in scarlet and gray. I hope my phone can do it justice because this thing really looks nice. And like I mentioned, the reason I chose the Burlington Northern was for these angled number boards. I just love the looks of those. And what a beauty, just absolute beauty. I have another Bowser locomotive, a VO1000, and it is a sweet runner. So I have high expectations for this locomotive. In the box, I got some lubrication instructions. Got a small bag of parts. I don't know what those are. And I have info on the LokSound V5 decoder. All right, time to get it out of the box. Kind of an interesting way they used to ship it. They have this plastic frame the locomotive is screwed to, and then on the ends have these dense foam shock absorbers, I'll just call them that allow this to fit snugly inside the box. So I'll remove these screws and get the locomotive off of this bracket here. All right, well, I removed the two screws and the model came loose. So it's time to get it out on the layout. All right, I'm going to fire this thing up. How do we turn on the sound? Oh man, you just gotta love that. Now it has more volume than I would like, but I can turn that down. Speed step 1. It's very smooth. Speed step 5. Ten. Reverse. Speed step 1. Five. 10. 15. 10. 5. Stop. That was some brake squeal. Put it in reverse. Lights come on. I'm going to take it right up to 10. $20. $0. throttle setting of 1. I absolutely love it. I absolutely love this model. I hate to strip the paint off of it. Maybe I should just patch it. What a beautiful model. I don't know if that step's supposed to be like that. Or they're supposed to be down so far. I'm not an expert on these by any stretch. The only thing I know about RS3s is that I really like them. Like I mentioned, I bought this Burlington Northern RS3 with the purpose of repainting it into a Southern Pacific locomotive. I got some true color scarlet red and lark gray. I have some microscale decals. I got some of the wings and numbers. What I don't have is the placards, and I may look into Microscale's website and see if they have that stuff. I never even thought about that. You know, my first impression is I absolutely love this locomotive. I am not an RS3 expert. I'm not even a HO locomotive expert, but my impression of this locomotive is it's absolutely gorgeous. It's beautifully detailed. You know, with a quality locomotive, you can tell just by looking at it. You can tell looking at it that it's just well done. And this is just a beautiful model. And I love it. I hate to repaint it. So I'll have to think about that, because I do need a Southern Pacific RS3, even if they never actually ever had one. So anyway, I'm going to end this here. So thanks for watching. If you're thinking about getting an RS3, check out these Bowser RS3s and see if they have one for you. In my mind, these things are sweet. Thanks again for watching.